Welcome to Visual Literacy, a series of YouTube videos based on the Visual Literacy Workbook for Graphic Design and Fine Art students by David Moyer and Brian Flynn, published by Oxford University Press. Visual Literacy, the cornerstone of design foundation curriculums. In this video, we will present some reasons to create a visual literacy course to serve as a foundation for design and visual study curriculums. Visual literacy is the ability to see and understand a visual image for its form and content. Form is an abstract quality or property expressed in matter. Content is the message communicated by a visual image, which may be categorized as formal, narrative, symbolic, or a combination of the three. Visual literacy is the bedrock on which all the design learning rests and greatly influences the teaching of subsequent visual studies courses. Formal design principles are the grammar and syntax of visual imagery. Visual content theory provides a basis for a structured approach to visual content analysis. Through the study of visual literacy, students develop their ability to closely observe visual form and to communicate their observations in the language of design through their completion of visual analysis outline. The analysis starts with the visual form and progresses to visual content. A bracketed observation, particular to the principles of design, is conducted in each section of the visual analysis outline. Formal observations start with the visual analysis process and are covered in 7 categories: shape, gestalt, to include unity, proximity, similarity, continuation, and closure; balance, emphasis and eye flow; geometry, to include proportion and structure; compositional dynamics; and formal summarization and synthesis. The visual literacy textbook devotes a chapter to each category of form, content, and the visual analysis outline. Students are assigned images to analyze, starting the analysis outline with Section 1, Shape, Type, and Distribution. A new image is assigned each week, cumulatively adding analysis outline sections. By way of example, the students explore Analysis Section 1 in the first assigned image, Analysis Sections 1 and 2 in the second assigned image, in sections 1, 2, and 3 in the third assigned image, and so forth. The analysis progresses through the categories of form to visual content. The different categories of form are covered in depth in each visual analysis section. Visual content discernment can be a highly subjective and very speculative undertaking. The bracketed observation, contextual information, and contextual analysis section are designed to bridle the process, keeping the observer focused. The bracketed observation guides the discernment of a visual element's substance and appearance, element, element function, element condition, helping the observer to determine an element's narrative and/or symbolic associations. Contextual information, which is the information associated with an image that is not part of its visual form, can be derived from a number of sources such as image title, a religious, historical, or literary event, the historical and artistic milieu in which it was created, and so on. The contextual information is paired with the information in the bracketed observation to assess the image's narrative and symbolic content. In Still Life with a Skull and a Writing Quill by Peter Cleese, the red ceramic object in the upper left quadrant of the painting is an oil lamp, which is an example of an element. That element functions to provide light to its surroundings. This particular oil lamp looks to be well worn. Its smoldering wick indicates that it has just been snuffed out. Its light extinguished, which is the element condition. The Cleese Still Life is a 17th century Dutch painting of the memento mori, or remember death genre. The recently extinguished oil lamp represents the cessation of reason, light, and life. In the visual analysis outline, observations in each category of form and content are articulated using design vocabulary to provide a reasoned objectivity to the findings, both written and oral. Emphasis is placed on the ability to give coherent reasons for analysis observations. Formal and content category analysis are evaluated individually and then summarized and synthesized to complete the analysis. The summation and synthesis that concludes the final analysis of the semester reinforces the relationship between form and content. Much like image and sound in a motion picture, each works together to enhance the overall message of the visual experience. The impact of visual literacy on student performance through design foundations, curriculums, and beyond is significant, resulting in an accelerated development of visual skill sets to include abstracting vision, which is the ability to see and recognize the formal qualities of a visual image, discipline-based vocabulary, structured critical reflection of visual imagery, and a depth of design theory knowledge. The visual literacy course provides a structural method for presentations and critiques in design and art history courses. The visual literacy analysis outline is adapted for use in individual design projects and art history problems. The student logo design analysis is an example of a visual analysis outline tailored to a specific student design project. This particular analysis examines proportional relationships of scale and space. The visual analysis is an example of an unmodified analysis outline used in art history courses. The proportional part of the analysis geometry section is applied to an illustration project. The visual literacy course provides a solid foundation on which to build design foundations in art history curriculums. Please join us as we continue to explore visual form and content in upcoming videos.